With up to 175 length settings, is the Remington MB4700 Smart Beard Trimmer the ultimate tool for achieving that precise style that you're looking for? We'll find out coming up next. What's up, guys? I'm Paul D'Onofrio back with you from Groom Reviews. We're getting you comfortable, confident, and clean in grooming. On this channel, we're bringing you everyday grooming product reviews. So if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that notification bell to stay on top of all of our latest videos. You can also check us out on our website at groomreviews.com, where we recently posted our top picks for 2019. So today, we're taking a look at the Remington MB4700 Smart Beard Trimmer 9000, which Remington touts as the ultimate device for precision and personalization of your facial hair. The main feature of this Remington Smart Beard Trimmer is its 175 length settings that adjust through a digital touchscreen. While many beard trimmers adjust in 0.2mm increments or higher for a few settings, the Beard Trimmer 9000 amazingly adjusts in 0.1mm increments for each setting from 0.4mm up to 18mm. Looking inside the box, this Remington Smart Beard Trimmer 9000 includes the trimmer itself, a beard comb attachment, charging adapter, cleaning brush, USB charging cable, and storage bag. Within this Remington MB4700 trimmer, you'll find an auto turbo feature, which senses the level of thickness of your facial hair and auto adjusts blade speed for an optimal trim. Additionally, the Remington MB4700 includes a wake up feature that turns on and auto adjusts to your last used setting when picked up. It further includes internal memory for storing your last 4 trim settings in separate profiles to help guide you to that exact length trim you've come to expect. Looking at the side of the Remington MB4700 Smart Beard Trimmer, you'll find a travel lock for preventing accidental turn on of the device while on the go. As far as battery life, the Remington Beard Trimmer 9000 uses lithium power and requires a first-time charge of 4 hours for 50 minutes of cordless use with 2-hour follow-up charges. Do note, however, that this trimmer can also be utilized for corded use. As far as cleaning the trimmer, you simply pop off the trimmer blade with your thumb and the device is fully washable under the tap. Taking a look at the price, the Remington Smart Beard Trimmer 9000 sells on Amazon for just under $70 and currently holds a 4.4 out of 5-star review rating. I'll link to the product in the description below. So this Remington MB4700 Smart Beard Trimmer is a very interesting product. It's the first I've come across that has 0.1mm increment adjustments going all the way from 0.4mm to 18mm. We're just going to jump in here because there's so many settings. I'm just going to choose a few. I'm going to gradually bring this beard down. I'll probably finish with something around a stubble finish, maybe 2mm, or maybe we'll go down to 0.8mm, something in that range. But we're going to see what it can do, and I'll let you guys know what I think on the other side. All right, guys, so there you go. That was the Remington MB4700 Smart Beard Trimmer. So as you saw there, I went in, took down the beard to about 8 millimeters to start, then went to 5 millimeters, then we went down to 2 millimeters, and finally this double look at 0.8 millimeters. So as I mentioned earlier, the Remington MB4700 has 175 different length settings on it. For some people, that's going to be a great convenience to them that they can choose any setting. For others, it's just going to be, overkill because they don't need all that. So one of the things that could be a nuisance or it could be something that you really like is this one beard comb. For some people, they're going to say, hey, it only comes with one attachment on there. I don't have to worry about where I put these other ones and have to keep putting it on there while I'm changing the settings. But for other people, the problems are going to come when the hair gets caught up in this comb. For these all-in-one devices, like you'll see, like the Philips Series 5100, they come with 2 or 3 combs, and you'll see that the teeth on it get wider as you have to cut longer hair. But this one's an all-in-one, just one comb on here. So you will see if you're trimming that thicker hair that there will be a buildup in there of hair. You'll have to take this comb off several times. You'll have to clean it out. But after that, it's cutting fine and it gets the job done. Now, another feature that's interesting with this device is that when you want to go and change the settings on it, you actually have to make sure that the power button is not on, the motor's not running. Then you can change these settings. So I can move them up and down. Now, once I want to start, I have to press the power button that's right here. So I press it on. And the interesting with this device is that the motor actually has to rev up to full speed. Most of these trimmers that you'll see out there, you press the button and it's on full speed, it's ready to go. And only if the batteries diminish will you hear it kind of lower its sound. So with this, it has to rev up. But right now, the safety feature that's on, which is great with this, is that I cannot change any of the adjustments on here. I cannot raise it, lower it. So if my thumb slipped for some reason while I was going and trying to trim, nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna risk this coming down and trimming more or less than I wanted to. When you press the power button again, it shuts off, these lights come back on, and now I can readjust to where I want. To some people, this is a great convenience because they're not gonna risk cutting themselves. For other people, they're gonna say, okay, now every time I gotta change this, I gotta hear this engine or this motor basically rev up. It could be a nuisance, but at the same time, it's a great safety feature, so just something to look out for with this device. So another interesting aspect of this Remington MB4700 is that it saves your last 4 trims to 4 different profiles on this device. So this little picture here of a person, you press this and you'll see right there 1 line, then 2, 3, and 4. And these are the different settings that it's saved in there from the last time I trimmed the last 4 times. So if I want to choose one of these, I simply press this. Let's say I choose this one right here. I press the profile again, and it automatically adjusts to that setting. For some people, this is a great convenience because they always shave at the same lengths or trim at the same lengths. For other people, they'll say, I'll just use the arrows, but it's an interesting feature that you don't really see on many devices. The Remington MB4700 also features a travel lock here on the side. This also doubles as a way to shut off the device. So as we see here, click it down, and this fully goes off. Now, if you just had this and it was just sitting around while it's on, like this, if we go and put it down, it's gonna go into kind of a sleep mode after it sits there for a while. But all you have to do at that point is you just touch it, you pick it up, it goes right to the last setting you had, and it's ready to go. There's also a way to hold the power button here for a few seconds like this. The device will shut off. So for 20 seconds, it won't do anything while I'm touching this. After 20 seconds, once I pick it up, it will turn back on to the last setting I used, and I can start right from there. As far as noise level with the Remington MB4700 beard trimmer, it's kind of like a medium range, but one of the things is, as I mentioned earlier, the motor. So you're gonna have to listen to it rev up. So once again, if you're pushing this on, you hear it get up to speed, and that's what you have to kind of deal with. Oh, I gotta turn it off. Oh, I gotta turn it back on. Here, rev up again. This Remington beard trimmer does have this auto turbo feature with it where the motor will rev up as it's going through the thicker hair to try and cut it. Definitely was working on this. I'm not sure how much it was really adding to the trim, but I did hear it working and it was adjusting. One of the things you want to keep in mind with this beard trimmer is it's a little bit on the bulky side. Fitting in the hand, it's a thick beard trimmer. And for some people, that might be something that turns them off a little bit. But as far as my use of it, I mean, it's comfortable in my hand. It works well for me. It's got, kind of a rubber grip on the back of this. Keeps in your hand from slipping. Works well. So just something to keep in mind if you like something that's a little thinner while you're gripping and shaving on your face. Another aspect you want to be aware of with this Remington MB4700 beard trimmer is that it can be used corded or cordless. Now, when you're using it cordless, it takes 4 hours of charge time for 50 minutes of use. It says it has lithium power in it. It's not saying it has a lithium ion battery. So, I'm finding that the battery is definitely lacking compared to other products, but it's still getting the job done and the power is still holding up in the motor. So overall, I do like this device. I do like the 175 settings on here. It's just something that's interesting that you can just pick, whatever you want. From 0.4 millimeters all the way up to 18 millimeters. The thickness of the device, it is what it is. The noise level's fine. As far as the trim, it was an even trim for me. Had no problems in there. This is a great travel device. It's got one beard comb on it. It's on the device. It's going to stay with it. Plus you have this travel lock on the side. So it's very convenient. You throw it in the bag that it comes with and you're all set. As I mentioned earlier, you can find this on Amazon for just under $70, but I have seen it selling in previous weeks for around, the $55 range, so you might find a deal that's out there. Definitely test out products, see what you think personally. You can only hear so much from somebody, but when you get your hands on it and you can test it, that's the best way to find out if you really like it and it's the best product for you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, a like, comment, subscribe, share, anything you can do to help the channel, I greatly appreciate it. Make sure to check out my website at groomreviews.com where I recently posted my top picks of 2019. I thank you again for being here, and I'll catch you next time.